a lot.
First serve of Halloween night comes from Julia Kane. Long, setting up Mumchular, striking first blood, finding the center row.
Mumchular there has been such a force for the Spartans all season. She has tallied many double-doubles. We can look to her a lot over this game.
Came to this evening with 150 kills, ranked third on the team in only 58 sets. The Spartans give one back immediately. Zuzana Kulig with a serving error.
Those early match nerves, first time behind the service line. Kulig is actually one of MSU's strongest servers. We can anticipate her getting a few aces throughout the match, just that one short.
Serve comes in. Long, sets up Duzema. Dug out for a moment. Purdue keeping it alive. Long to Duzema, roll shot this time. Switching up the momentum. Woolard, Mumchular. The overpass going out of bounds, an error. Awards Purdue with the point.
Woolard tipped that right over the block, putting MSU in scrambles. They weren't able to put together a complete rally back over.
And now Michigan State gets one given back, an error coming for the Boilermakers. More of an issue usually for the Spartans than for Purdue.
For sure, when the Boilermakers are serving strong and aggressively, sometimes they'll have those missed serves, but then it also puts the other team in a position that makes it hard to score.
Now Cam Berger subbing in for the serve. Push it out outside for Woolard yet again. Laser to the back row. Purdue leads 3-2 in set number 1.
Again, Kenna Woolard, she is on the AVCA National Player of the Year watch list. She has exploded as an outside hitter for this Purdue team.
Berger setting up that right side and knocked down yet again Miyaka Mumchular. She's top 3 in kills for this team when she's nowhere near that in sets played. She is number 3 as well for kills per set.
And you see there, she just uses the high hands of that Purdue block to score.
Mumchular with the serve. Set up for Woolard again, tries using the blockers. Way is able to respond in time. Mumchular, set up by Bolin. Berger doesn't get the angle she needs. Purdue capturing the kill.
Purdue runs a lot of their offense through their pin hitters, their outsides and their right sides, but getting the middles involved early will be key for them, like they did right there.
Woolard now taking her turn as a server. Berger, set up, knocked down, Carmen Way. How about that vertical?
It all starts from a great pass. Malaya Long sets that ball up right away.
You can see the head coach for Purdue in his 23rd season, Dave Shondel. Quite the record, winning 68% of his matches with the Boilermakers. A service ace coming in for the Spartans. And they're making some noise on Halloween against the top 10 team in the nation.
Absolutely, and credit to Coach Shondel for building this team into what it is. They were not expected to have the season they have been. A lot of transfers, a lot of returners who have really stepped up big. He developed this team with his staff very well, and he's very proud of how his team's playing at this point in the season.
You can see all of that hard work turn to the product out there on the Terraflex. Berger, right side. Battle on the front line. Schneider. Stanishevska tries going cross court. Works in her favor. The leader in kills for the Spartans adds another.
She used such a sharp angle on that, catching Akasha Anderson off guard and taking her out of the hitting rotation. Great vision there by Stanishevska.
Spartan fans might remember the name Akasha Anderson. Used to play in the green and white. Now a member of Purdue on her third team. A service error comes in and ties it up 6-6.
Limiting those unforced errors is going to be crucial for the Spartans playing such a good Purdue team.
It's an issue where only about 2 players with over 10 service aces have more aces than errors. Cooling, knocking down that front line. Overpass comes in from Anderson. Goes out of bounds. Spartans very intelligent to not chase after that one.
Way to capitalize on that. And Kulig is a name we will hear a lot tonight. She is coming off of a team lead in kills from last game.
Staniszewska starts it off. Anderson, cross-court attack, right at the feet of Schneider. Works in Purdue's favor.
Anderson set up Kenna Woolard out of the back row there, giving a different look for this Michigan State defense.
Something they weren't used to. Julia Kane. Long. Duzema with all her might. But Purdue pulls off the miraculous trick. Long. Duzema yet again. Set up by Anderson. Out of reach of Staniszewska. Purdue showing their fangs.
Just deep for Staniszewska. She kind of creeped up a little bit on that one, but great job by Purdue to get that kill.
Kane yet again. Long, a roll shot from Kulig, but there are bodies diving everywhere for the Boilermakers. Long second try. This one goes to Mumchular. Pushed up by Woolard. Mumchular lays down the hammer, but Purdue was ready. Duzema makes it look easy on the far side.
She sent that over on the second kill attempt, taking the Boilermakers off guard. The Spartans are really putting the pressure on them. They are scrambling all over the place as we see here.
Really nice volley from both sides. Duzema using that veteran leadership to tie it up in set number 1. Carmen Way, my goodness. Getting the kill, the star of the Kathy DeBoer Invitational weeks ago. Showing out early in this one.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Kulig is going to have to continue that blocking presence at the net. She tallied 7 blocks against the #1 team in the country last week. She has to continue that momentum to throw off this Purdue offense.
Anderson to Anderson. Schneider. Overpass. Spartans able to respond in time. Duzema. Knocked up by Heaney. Staniszewska. Kulig. Some miscommunication. Kulig takes advantage on the front line and getting the block. Spartans starting to crawl their way back here, Nora.
Absolutely, and sometimes a rally like that isn't pretty, but it's just sticking with it, moving your feet, staying patient at the net like Kulig did right there.
Staniszewska starts off this volley. No Spartans in the area. The roll shot worked for the front line of Purdue, securing another kill, and they win the race to 20 off of the kill from Lulic.
Lulic, the transfer from University of Miami, has really found her place in this system as a middle.
Mumchular tooling the block to perfection. When you watch her game, there is really no way to tell that she is just a freshman at the moment.
Not at all. Her focus, her demeanor. She's a very coachable player, wants to get better, and is always making those adjustments like we see there. Earlier, she went in the block. This time, she used the block to her advantage to tool that ball out of bounds.
Kai Clayton, the serving specialist, 19 service aces so far this season, tied for second on the team. But Purdue is able to respond to the serve pretty much immediately. getting the kill off the first volley.
And that's what you want to do. You don't want the Spartans to build momentum here if you're Purdue, so getting that point right away doesn't get them time to get in their groove during the rally.
Purdue leading in kills 11-10. Schneider. Mumchular attacking that back row, keeping it inbound, securing the kill. And now she is pretty easily the leader for the Spartans in kills with 5 so far. Second at the moment is Carmen Way. No one else has more than 1.
We see here just extends. The defense is creeping up a little bit, and no libero is in when she takes that swing, so she's targeting that left back area.
High IQ from the freshman. Berger. Anderson. Able to find Woolard, who goes cross court with power.
She sure does, and MSU has been focusing on their block. They got a touch there, it just wasn't enough. So they slowed down that ball, but it was out of reach for the defense.
Taylor Anderson with the serve. Berger, vocal leader at the moment. Roll shot from Formankova sent back. Schneider gives a point to Formankova and says, nice job. Making sure they avoid sending that one back and securing the point off the air.
Absolutely, we see that right there. Just too much for the setter Anderson to play defense on that ball.
Extremely quick serve. Purdue is able to capitalize on the opportunity. Grace Heaney. We'll see who ends up winning that first trophy.
A lot of history between those two teams. That's a match that everyone gets amped up for.
Stanishevska roll shot. Schneider. Berger. Knocked down by Way. Spartans showing signs of life.
Very important to come out of that timeout, score right away, hopefully build on to this for this back half of this first set.
Chance for Schneider. Might have been a service error, but turns into a service ace due to Kenna Woolard. Making contact, but need another look at this one.
Very low flat ball that just drops in front of Woolard. You can see the air almost come out of that ball. Great serve by Schneider to put her team in position to score.
And that was actually a heads-up play by Woolard. From that angle, you could tell it would have been inbounds. Front line for the Spartans. Very active, libero. McAleer sets up her teammate, Grace Heaney. Yet again, been saying her name all afternoon as she picks up kill number 6.
We see right there, it looks like she's going cross court, then she turns her hand to take a sharp line shot.
Set point turns into an error, and the Spartans have another opportunity.
Both of these teams are very experienced in close sets and fighting off set points, match points. So I'd expect this to be very exciting. No team is going to give up here.
Long trying to avoid giving set number 1 to Purdue. Starts off with a strong serve. Opportunity for Heaney. Long with a dig. Stanishevska one right back. Set up for Heaney yet again. Tried the roll shot, but the front line was ready. Mumchular can't get it over in time. And Purdue takes set number 1 on this Halloween evening.
In a good system, their hitters are doing a great job of taking care of that volleyball, but it starts with getting the serve over the net and passing a ball up to your setter.
Bianca Lulic securing that point to start off set number 2, getting the kill, utilizing the blockers on the front line.
Lulic is very comfortable in this system. They run a lot of unique middle routes, and she likes that. She said it's very creative, and she's always kind of branching out and running new routes.
Mumchular attacking error gives another point away to the Boilermakers, and that's been an issue we've already seen happen a couple of times for Mumchular. It's what happened to end set number 1. Just an awkward angle. Long, setting up Way yet again. Carmen Way, have yourself a day. 5 kills so far, second on the team. Only her and Mumchular have more than 1.
And it all started with that pass up to that setter. Long finds her hitter. We've seen Way tally double-digit kills a few times this season, and she's been a tall, big presence at the net for the Spartans.
The same issues of set number 1 begin to rear their ugly head. The service error, first of set number 2. 5th total of the match for the Spartans. Comes from Schneider. Long, Kulig. Opportunity on the front line, taken advantage of by Woolard. So high IQ and so athletic. When you combine the two, it makes a deadly combination.
We see right here those high hands, purposely hits the ball to look like it's going long, but uses the block.
Don't see that too often. Bouncing right off the antenna, Purdue is securing the point. An attacking error. Reception error, excuse me. Long set up for a cross-court attempt to the back row. Michigan State, Bianca Mumchular, cutting the deficit down to 3.
Leads this team in kills because we see right here she's just using her power, not shying away from the block. That Purdue middle blocker was sagged off a little bit and she took advantage of it.
Look at that hitting percentage. Michigan State still a respectable 293, but Purdue a fiery 455. And that's just yet another example of how deadly Woolard can be when she is on the offensive. Her 6th kill of the evening ties her with Heaney for the lead. Leading by 4, serve makes it over. Mumchular able to hit a fingertip before going out. And Mumchular, 8 kills so far for the freshman.
And she's getting those kills off of 2 setters. We see Camberger in the lineup. The Spartans are running a 6-2 to try to put up a good block.
How about you add in a service ace as well, Bianca Mumchular. Might know what her favorite holiday is here, Nora. Showing out on Halloween.
Absolutely, very scary to be defending that tough serve from Mumchular.
Very true. Mumchular with the 2nd serve. Set up, roll shot coming in. Battle on that front line. Anderson, McAleer. So much power. Grace Heaney climbing the ladder, knocking it down.
And what a great out-of-system set from McAleer. She is the sophomore libero, one of the youngest liberos to be on this Purdue team in 10 years. She just puts up a perfect ball for her hitter.
Woolard with the serve. Mumchular with the dig. Kulig. McAleer. A roll shot comes in. Some trickery from Heaney. Some miscommunication between the back line of the Spartans. Camberger and Mumchular cannot receive the attack.
Camberger is that 2nd setter in the lineup, so the chemistry could be off. The Spartans are used to having Malay Long on the court all the time. They're still trying to figure out the chemistry between both setters.
Front line was ready for Stanishevska. Akasha Anderson just subbed in a moment ago. She's able to lock down the front line right next to the net.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
On this team, not like her to make errors in crucial points, but now how can the Spartans capitalize on this?
They have to build some momentum. Anderson finds Akasha Anderson, securing the kill. And seemingly every time the Spartans get a breath of life, they seem like they're gonna rise out of the ashes. Akasha Anderson is there to slam the door shut against her former team.
Purdue is a well-rounded offense. We have Anderson, we have Woolard, we have Heaney, we as in Purdue, and they are just overcoming Michigan State's defense.
Another service error for Purdue. It's been happening consistently through set number 2, and it's not something you expect to see whatsoever from a Purdue team that was so clean in set number 1. Silence fills the Breslin Center. Long. Received. Heaney denied. Anderson, Heaney, second time is the charm.
Great job by Taylor Anderson going back to Heaney. Heaney was able to see what didn't work on that first swing and adjust to the block like we see here. And then MSU's middle hitter, Carmen Way, just doesn't get over in time to close that block.
Been some chemistry issues so far. Akasha Anderson sees a wide open spot in the middle of the defense, takes advantage. Anderson came in today with something to prove. Kill number 6. Yet again, another service error. It's Halloween on the calendar, but it's Groundhog's Day for Purdue inside of the Breslin Center. Every time they get it back, they end up giving away a free point on the error.
You want to eliminate those unforced errors if you're both teams.
Akasha Anderson, the momentum builder. Mumchular knocks it off the fingertips of the front line, and oh my goodness, McAleer keeping the volley alive. Anderson to Akasha Anderson, finding the back line with precision. And this Purdue team looking so good all around.
Akasha Anderson led this Spartan offense last year, and she's doing it all for the Boilermakers right now.
Just barely hitting that back line. Transferred to a top 10 program for a reason. Purdue, Michigan State had some confusion thinking that they had secured that point, but did not touch any fingertips on the way out, unless it might have. Kristen Kelsey calling the timeout, most likely to take another look at this one. Most of Michigan State's momentum has come from Purdue getting in their own way, but they're out of it now. No challenge comes in the end. Cross-court attempt works again for Woolard. Seemingly any location that she wants to put it today has worked in her favor, whether it's cross-court, front row, back row. Ask Woolard, and she will deliver.
She uses this right side's block. She was a right side opposite hitter her last season, so she knows how to exploit the defense.
This time does not work out. Michigan State capitalizing on another error. They trail by 7 at the moment. Purdue only needing 3 to win set number 2. Take a look what was going on there. You can see the thought process from Woolard.
Yeah, trying to hit it off of the arms of Duzema, but just wide.
Purdue, seemingly anytime Michigan State gets a breath, Purdue decides to suffocate them further. Leading yet again by 8.
All Lublich right there. She is hitting .362 on the season. That is such an impressive hitting percentage from a middle hitter. She's continuing on that stat tonight.
Kulig's roll shot has the Boilermakers scrambling. Able to calm the fray. Duzema using Woolard's aggressiveness to the Spartan advantage, off the fingertips, out of bounds. And Evie Duzema really showing how much you learn through 4 years at the same program.
And she's played as a middle hitter, she's played as an outside, so she knows what the other players on the other side of the net are thinking and doing, which really helps you become better offensively.
Can see some contact with the net there as well. A little fist pump from Duzema, the hype woman of the team. Overpass, Michigan State trying to handle it. Mumchular has to get it over, and she does. Backward set by Shondell. Formankova over the front line. See some power going cross court from Woolard. Line judge deems that inside, ends up going off a fingertip, of the front line. And Woolard, it's what she tried doing just a couple of volleys ago against Duzema, but that time it works.
This Michigan State block, just not enough for Purdue's offense.
And a service ace wins set number 2 for Purdue. Seemed there was some confusion for a second, but yes, Purdue will take set number 1. Set number 2. Set number 2 wasn't really close. Still, the chemistry looks so strong. A lot of it coming from Kenna Woolard, acting as a stalwart for this team. See how they can do in set number 3 on this Halloween night. They start off with a kill.
Yeah, Coach Shondell said this team didn't need a ton of experience working on their volleyball skills. They need experience playing together. Their transfers have all played a great amount of sets and matches. It was just how this team gels together and comes together as one.
Stanishevska using the foot for a second. We might have a look at that one soon. Gets it over in time. And the dump off from Taylor Anderson. My goodness. Such high IQ. Michigan State was spread out so thin. Anderson decided, why don't I just take this one?
She has really captained her team this season. She's been their starting setter for 2 years, but this year's really stepped up on being an aggressive setter.
A unique set from long to away, and Purdue uses the front line blockers against themselves yet again. This is a Purdue team. When you look at the rankings nationally in the Big Ten, they're just so impressive. Taylor Anderson, 10th in the nation in assists per set. When you look at Woolard, she's 15th in kills per set. Stanishevska sent back by a combination of Anderson and Lulich.
We just talked about Anderson as a setter, but how about Anderson as a blocker? A setter who is very offensive and defensive.
So well-rounded, way able to push it past the front line where they can't respond. Spartans with their first point of set number 3 after a 4-0 run.
Way is second on the team in kills for this game with 5. Just not enough.
Dug out momentarily, Anderson sets it up. Getting another kill. Kenna Woolard getting some high fives after. And the Boilermakers have just come out in set number 3 and really slammed the door shut at the moment.
Look at that great decision by Kenna Woolard. Taylor Anderson is almost at the right side of the court, pushes that ball all the way to the left.
Stanishevska, Kulig off of the hand of Julia Kane, but Purdue showing all the tricks, all the treats this evening. Spartans secure the kill off of a reception error. Ball going into the courtside seats. But just the fact Purdue even had an opportunity to return that is miraculous.
Kulig, that's her shot when it's a straight on one ball. Malaya Long just puts that ball right above her and Kulig goes really quickly. It's not anything fancy, but it does the job.
Can the Spartans build the momentum in their favor? Anderson, cross court to Woolard. Goes cross court, with her own attack. And Woolard, so impressive, getting national recognition, of course. The AVCA National Player of the Week just a few weeks ago on October 6th. Taylor Anderson prepares to serve. Berger, cooling. Anderson to Woolard again. Trickery over the front line. Mumchula ready. Set up again, knocked down. Ill to go off some fingertips, and Purdue takes a commanding lead of 7-2.
Like we mentioned earlier, this is Woolard's first season on the outside, and it was a big learning curve. She watched a lot of tape. She worked on quickening up her arm swing, and it's proven to be so effective for her.
It really has so far. Anderson to Woolard. What a miraculous setup there. Oh my goodness. Anything you ask for from Purdue, they are giving you this Halloween evening. But Michigan State secures the point. Got to give some of the style points to Purdue instead.
Yeah, Purdue is hustling all over the court. It's not just their offense that's being so effective. Their defense, led by that sophomore libero, Ryan McAleer.
Staniszewska bouncing off the top of the net. Can still see it reverberating. Woolard tracking to that right corner, but a little too much power. Spartans rolling back. They have an opportunity. They just need to maintain the momentum. Schneider showing some dodgeball skills on that last volley. Anderson set up. Was a chance for Bard. Overpass from Staniszewska. Woolard cross court again, and yet again goes out of bounds. Coming into set number 3, she only had 2 errors throughout the entire evening. She already has 2 errors now in the last 2 volleys.
She may just need to lighten up a little bit and get the ball in play, because once it's in play, her hitters and defense are taking care of the rest.
A 3-0 run turns into a 4-0 run with a Staniszewska service ace.
Staniszewska just targeted the hitter who is making those mistakes. What a veteran move by her. Now, Woolard could be in her head, and let's see if Staniszewska targets her again.
Brings a calming presence, tied for second on the team coming into today in service aces. You can't count out this Purdue Boilermaker team for too long, because they have Grace Heaney as well. This isn't a one-woman show. This is one that is packed full of talent.
Absolutely, we see Heaney right here. The ball comes across her body, a roll shot over.
A service error from Woolard. Don't know what's in the air right now in the Breslin Center, but Woolard really caught off her game. It is Halloween. I have to wonder if someone's dressed as the Monstars in here, possibly stealing some of her powers away. Cooling. Set up by Anderson. Heaney able to send it off of a Spartan, secure another kill. Michigan State started to get close to tying it up, but Purdue, anytime they need somebody, Heaney is there. 0 errors so far, 11 kills, 60% hitting percentage. Courtley gets it sent back by the front line. Combination of Heaney and Lulich.
MSU switching up their lineup. We haven't seen Courtley since earlier in the season. She is a 6th-year player, came back from injury. Let's see if her veteran experience can play out for the Spartans.
Also rocking some hardware on the leg that you can see. And so active, Purdue, willing to put their body on the line. What a great dig from Woolard. Woolard sets up Akasha Anderson, lays down the hammer. Berger, Way just barely reaches. And that wingspan comes in handy. Spartans only trail by 2.
Great job by Michigan State's middle. That set was a little bit above her. She holds it in the air. She adjusts, tips it right over. Blue White.
It's a time that being 6'2" helps heavily. The wingspan coming through. Long with the serve. Anderson cross court. Akasha Anderson roll shot. Evie Duzema just checked in, immediately getting the kill, sending it off of one of the blockers.
Even just the bench reactions from both of these teams, the Spartans are energetic, they're loose, and Purdue seems taken a little off guard by this Spartan response.
Can tell they care. Long goes a little too long with her serve, ends up with a service error. She came into today second on the team in service errors. At 27 leading up to tonight.
And on the flip side, she leads the team in aces, so she serves aggressively, but sometimes it's just too much.
A grab bag of what you're gonna get. Chance on the front line, Courtly. Staniszewska trying to find a weak point in the middle. Akasha Anderson met by two blockers. High flying Grace Heaney yet again. Long way. Lets out a yell. The Spartans are alive on Halloween night.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Maya Bolton. Chance for Akasha Anderson as she goes over the front line. Bolton setting up Mumchular, giving chase, unable to reach it in time. Kenna Willard. Bianca Mumchular ties it up in the Breslin Center, 20 apiece.
Notice how she's playing as a right side hitter right now. She's been their starting outside hitter on the season, but they made that adjustment, I would assume, for a bigger block to shut down Akasha Anderson.
A chance for Heaney, attacking the heart of the defense, and she is able to strike.
It's called the donut hole or the campfire. If you go over that block, three defenders may not know whose ball is whose because it's right in the middle of all of them.
A free-for-all leads to no one making contact. Purdue leading by one. Barger setting up Way. Carmen Way, a spark plug this Halloween afternoon. Second on the team in kills, getting her 9th of the evening.
We have to give credit to Way, but also the defense, right? Once you can pass the ball and you're not scrambling around, it was a nice, easy pass from serve receive, and Way slammed that down.
For Way, a .533 hitting percentage, only one error on the afternoon. Long with the serve. Awkward bounce, but Purdue is able to handle it. Akasha Anderson, the one-hand dump off. Evie Duzema did not see the blockers that were prepared for her attack. Bianca Lulich, 6'5", joins with Akasha Anderson to make a formative run.
Yeah, she just goes right into the hands. It wasn't high enough to overcome that Purdue block.
Not enough air. Carmen Way getting some air, showing off that vertical. Akasha Anderson goes cross court. Can't keep it in bounds. Tied up 22-22. And this was a team for Michigan State that seemed like they were really just unable to keep up with Purdue in set number 2, especially at points in set number 1 as well. They're neck and neck here, Nora.
Absolutely.
Long to Staniszewska. Front line was ready. Try number 2, front line's ready again. Try number 3, goes cross court this time. Akasha Anderson was prepared. And Anderson, such a veteran move, using the front line, securing the kill off of the hands of Carmen Way and Duzema.
Way and Duzema were there, they just weren't pressed over the net. If you're not strong at that net,
trying to find a way to come back. Purdue finding a way to slam the door shut. Kane with the serve. Long set up for Way. And my goodness, Carmen Way has come with something to prove. And she has done it time and time again, reaching double figures, 10 kills this evening.
And I love how she's not hesitating. She is just being aggressive, taking those big swings even when Purdue is up in the third.
Schneider, received by Anderson, knocked down by Woolard. This team looks completely different. Staniszewska on the offensive. Trying again, bouncing off the fingertips of Anderson. Sent over by Heaney. Schneider's ready. And Kulig sends McAleer to her knees. Purdue believing they've got the kill. Michigan State saying they have it, and it goes Michigan State's way. So deadly on the offensive end. Showing shades of the Kathy DeBoer Invitational. Opportunity for Waddell. Staniszewska believes she hit a fingertip. Decided that it is instead an error. Going out of bounds, Purdue ties it up 24 apiece.
Tried to put on a little Halloween poker face disguise. Let's see right here. She was looking for a touch, but that ball sails wide.
The right call, but Michigan State gets one back on the service error from Sienna Foster. I want to touch on Carmen Wade just for 1 second again. She is now up to her second highest kills throughout her entire career as a Spartan. The only time above it was against Binghamton, where she had 14. Oh, wow. What a performance. Present center on their feet for the first time in quite a while. Cam Berger trying to say happy Halloween to the Spartan fans. Sends up her serve. Anderson finds Woolard, who gets another kill, tying it up 25-25.
What a kill by Woolard. She slammed that ball down. She is not taking this at the moment. She wants to put her team and send them home.
Taylor Anderson with the serve. Berger finds Mumchular, the freshman. Anderson setting up Heaney. What a dig. Mumchular yet again. Berger. Kulig gets a try. Gonna be an opportunity on the far side. Mumchular. What a volley between the two. Mumchular, hear her yell. Going right off the fingertips of Grace Heaney.
Mumchular just using this block. She goes thumb up so that ball twists, hits off the hands of that right side out of bounds. Great, smart veteran move from the freshman.
Staniszewska to serve. Popped up. Going far side, Heaney. Roll shot one-handed. Mumchular tries going cross court. Anderson responds in time. Sent over by Woolard. Mumchular cross court again. And a soaring kill over Bianca Mumchular. Securing set number 3 for Michigan State on this Halloween afternoon.
Look, you only get to play ranked Purdue once with this new conference alignment, so we have to make the most of it and give it all we've got.
First kill of set number 4 goes to Lulich. And when you look at just her pure stats, ignoring the emotional effort that she's put in for this team, she has been so good. 7 kills, 9 total attempts, add in 4 blocks as well. Lulich, what can you not do? Duzma with the dig. Staniszewska with the attack. And guess who? It's Lulich with the block.
Yeah, we're seeing her on both sides of the ball offensively, the play before defensively right there. She's a very calm, consistent player.
Serve comes in from Julia King. Way acts as a spark plug in set number 3. Long finds Way again. Nice job by their libero, McAleer. The Spartans look so calm. Staniszewska gives it the one it needs. Overpass comes in. Could see Taylor Anderson, thought she tricked him. Both sides claiming that they've got it, but only one does, and that's Purdue off to a 3-0 start in set number 4.
Let's see the replay on this. Staniszewska, think she hit it off these players' fingertips. Yes, we missed that one, a little miscommunication for us, but the refs were able to clarify that
For those who we're confused by the long break, we are playing volleyball here on Big Ten Plus, and now it's started back up. Long, setting up Duzema. Dugout in the back row. And Michigan State completely new. The momentum shifting in their favor. Duzema called her the hype woman for the team earlier, and she shows exactly why.
Again, that Michigan State block, when they are disciplined, it is hard to compete against.
McAleer sets up Woolard, getting yet another kill. Over 20 kills, now reaching 21 kills. For those of you at home who might think that that is a career high for Woolard, not even close. She had 33 against UCLA earlier in this month. Serving opportunity. Long setting up Staniszewska, who sends it right down at the feet of Woolard. My goodness.
You see how sharp she hits this ball. It doesn't even go past that 10-foot line. She uses the blocker. Michigan State is swinging more aggressively. Sometimes when you're timid, you want to tip the ball, but you have to be aggressive like they're doing, and it's putting Purdue on their heels.
Really have upped the ante in these last couple of sets. Berger with the serve. Anderson might send it over on the overpass, which sets up a Cooling kill. Susanna Cooling, 5th kill of the evening, still 0 errors.
Great work by Cooling, just pushing that down, and that started with Cameron Berger at the service line.
Cam Berger with the serve again. This one does not stay in bounds. Ties up set number 4 on the error. Now Taylor Anderson preparing to serve, all tied up 4 apiece in set number 4. Berger finds Mumchular. Front line was ready. They'll try again. Mumchular gets past this time. Anderson finding Heaney with the roll shot. Heaney with the dig instead now. Dior Charles got over. Dior Charles flying up high, getting the block. Who are you gonna call?
Dior Charles, a so low block. That was all her. Kulik was set a little off the net, so Charles had time to read where that ball was going.
This might turn into an opportunity. Instead, the Spartans get it going. Mumchular sending it to the back row. Heaney, dagger to the middle, but Berger is able to dig it out. Not enough power. Front line for Purdue wasn't even needed. Too many hits for the Spartans.
Staniszewska tried to roll that over the block, just wasn't enough to get over that net.
Berger setting up Mumchular on the far side. But yet again, the front line coming through strong. Grace Heaney.
More fluid. She's really getting comfortable as an outside hitter for the Boilermakers.
Anderson's been serving for quite a while. And Dior Charles shows why. She has been the difference maker in set number 4. 2 kills so far, 2 blocks, 5 digs. Or excuse me, 2 digs, 5 blocks.
Yeah, we see right here, Kulig off the net. Charles capitalizing on that, and Michigan State just put in their setter, Malaya Long, hopefully getting some rhythm for these hitters.
Charles standing 6'1", but plays like she's 6'4". Walking down that front line ever since she's come in. 6 blocks now in the evening. Bolton falling to the ground. That dig might ignite some fire in the Spartans. Heaney. Schneider setting up Staniszewska. Sending it off the hands of the front line. Staniszewska providing a way to stop the scoring run at 7 for Purdue.
That set was a little off. She just uses her patience, roll shots that over. Sometimes that's all you need to do to score. It doesn't need to be anything fancy.
Staniszewska with the serve. Anderson with the setup. Woolard tried knocking it down, but the Spartans have other plans. Cooling, powerful attempt. And too much power from Purdue. A bit of an awkward bounce on the overpass ends up leading to an error and the Spartan point.
A kill tallied for Kulig there. She just hits that Purdue hits it out of bounds. Great job by Kulig, just targeting the defense.
Kulig, great job, and now Staniszewska tries it herself, keeping them on their heels. Staniszewska, another service ace. She's had quite a few so far today, that one being number 4. Spartans on a 3-0 run now. She'll serve again. They're tracing it down. Got to it in time. Julia Kane, the hero of that play. Overpass. Spartans mitigate disaster. Anderson. Dior Charles. Getting high in the sky like the Flying Dutchman out there.
She has really come alive. Block a few points ago, now a swing. Runs a 3-ball, not directly at the setter, but she takes an angle that makes it harder for Kulig to defend.
There's so much that goes into what can seem like a simple attack, but it's a game of angles, power, so much combined, and now a service ace on the opposite side for Purdue. That one coming from the hands of Rachel Williams. Smallest player on the Purdue Boilermaker roster. Battle on the front lines is won. Dior Charles with the dance, the celebration, and the block.
A lot to celebrate about for Purdue. It seems like deja vu. We see her pressing over the net, taking the same approach.
And now a service error gives the Spartans some more life here in set number 4 for Staniszewska. She's had 4 service aces once before this season against Merrimack.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
To serve. Anderson sets up Woolard. Awkward bounce, Berger. Mumchular off the fingertips of the front line. I don't know what Kristen Gilsey said to this team earlier, but it has worked.
Mumchular, so powerful again, using the block. This block, although it can be intimidating, it can be used to your advantage like she did there.
McAleer gives an opportunity to Heaney, but the Spartans respond again. Anderson, far side, gets it over for Woolard to secure the kill, ending the Spartan scoring run at 4.
Woolard's experience as a right side hitter taught her that they can use your fingertips to your advantage, and she does it right there.
Berger chases it down, finds Mumchular. Ball goes flying into the stands, and the Spartans are up to 20.
What a swing by Mumchular. That was one of her most powerful swings of the night. She uses her whole body on that one.
Seeing some of the windups from the Boilermakers and the sides. Maybe I go a couple inches farther back. See the power from it. Anderson set up for Woolard on the far side. Berger, Mumchular, power again. This time the blockers use it against her. Dior Charles. My goodness, she is adding so many blocks to the sheet. That one will be number 8 on the evening.
You see right there, the ball just goes straight down. She learned from Mumchular's last kill where she was going and made an adjustment.
A service error. It's been an issue for Purdue. They can't get out of their own way for the last 2 sets now. Rachel Williams subbed in to serve.
It really has been a tale of two sets. The first two sets, the Spartans struggled in the serve and serve receive game. These back two, they've been the ones coming away with aces.
12th service error of the evening for Purdue. Michigan State has 9. Guy Clayton, their serving specialist, comes in. Tried attacking the middle. Now Spartans try it on the other side. And they are adding points to the board until they make it tied at 22 apiece.
Great pass, set, and then just threw that ball down with aggression. Kind of a combination between a roll shot and a tip.
And it was number 22 tying it up at 22 each. The aggressive attack comes in from Grace Heaney. Spartans celebrate as if that point was going to be theirs, but nope. Purdue gets the momentum swinging back in their favor. The serve will come in from Ryan McAleer, the sophomore from Overland Park, Kansas. Berger, Mumchular, roll shot, diving. Boilermakers can't reach it in time, and Mumchular up to 17 kills this evening.
Again, going back to that decision making, you don't need a lot of power. She just goes right over the top. Grace Heaney tries to make a play. Ryan McAleer tries to make a play. Just not enough on that well-positioned ball.
That is officially a new career high for Bianca Mumchular. 17 kills, her most ever since she's joined the green and white. Chance for Heaney. Knocked back, long. Duzema sent off the blockers, out of bounds, tooling the block, Duzema. Now a chance for a set point. Water at the beginning of set number 3 now. Way along with the serve. Kasha Anderson against her former team. Long, Duzema. Dug out, Akasha Anderson again. Stanishevska with the dig, setting up for Danielle Courtley. What an effort from Woolard to keep it alive. Long, Duzema against Anderson. Too many Spartans going into set number 5. They can take set number 4 after that point. Duzema.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
A 2-point lead in set number 5. And who would have guessed this at the end of set number 2 where the Spartans looked flat. Now revitalized like Phoenix out of the ashes. Purdue was not set, and Michigan State capitalizes on the free point.
Again, an out-of-rotation play from such a veteran coach, a veteran team. That's something you don't see too often.
Spartans are in the driver's seat. Cam Berger at the helm. Roll shot from Woolard, rejected. Mumchular letting out a yell, and she is ecstatic.
And it's not over yet. Just 5 days ago, Purdue was down by this much to Minnesota and came back to win it in the 5th set.
Woolard, a lot of power, but the Spartans handle it. Berger, far side. Stanishevska goes to the back row. Woolard, dump off to the back row. Berger, backward setup for Mumchular. Anderson finds Heaney. Anderson taking their time. Heaney attacking Courtley. Stanishevska battle on the front line. Go the opposite side. But the blockers for Purdue shut the door. Kenna Woolard joined by Dior Charles to end the Spartan scoring run at 4.
Dior Charles' 9th block of the game, almost 10 double-digit blocks for her. What an impressive stat line.
Now they have to serve. Berger, Mumchular, front line this time is tooled. Tooled the block, Mumchular to get the point.
Both teams are putting on a blocking clinic for us here at the Breslin Center in East Lansing.
Now they will swap sides. Michigan State, the first team to 8. Now, if they can secure this victory, it'll be the first reverse sweep of the Kelsey era, the first in 372 days for the Spartans. Purdue trying to do anything to avoid that fate. Michigan State is currently 0-3 in 2025 after losing their first 2 sets. Four and 4 in the month of October. Staniszewska with the serve. Anderson able to find a fingertip. Use it to her advantage for the kill.
Anderson set up Kenna Woolard beautifully, and Woolard is a veteran player on this team who's taking this 5th set personally.
Berger able to find a chance on the far side as Akasha Anderson off the fingertips of Schneider. Can't handle it. Staniszewska almost tracked it down. Akasha Anderson. Serve will come from Rachel Williams of Purdue. Redshirt sophomore from West Lafayette, Indiana. Mumshular had an opportunity for the kill. Roll shot from Carmen Way is sent back. Courtley finds the back row. No one ready. Courtley with the kill.
She rolled that ball over perfectly. Again, nothing too powerful, but she caught Rachel Williams, the young defensive player, off guard.
For Courtley, the stat sheet really does not show her impact this evening. She checked in during that 3rd set and has provided a spark plug, whether it's emotionally, defensively. She's been there in every way the Spartans could ask. Guy Clayton, the serving specialist for the Spartans, steps up. Anderson, near side. Clayton tried for the dig, could not get it in the end. Another kill for Grace Heaney, 15th of the night.
She was our key player to start this match. Been a little quiet in these last 2 because of Michigan State's block keying in on her, but she does a great job adjusting there.
McAleer serves. Mumshular sending it off a member of the front line. And the Spartans win the race to 10 in set number 5.
Mumshular having a career night, her 19th kill on the night, 1 away from that 20 mark, hitting 295.
I said a member of the front line. That was Akasha Anderson, the former Spartan. Mumshular just adding on to her career high kills. Set up. Roll shot comes in from Anderson. Schneider finds Courtley. Front line was ready. Spartans can't do anything besides clap their hands. Has been so dangerous for Lulich on the blocking front tonight. Up to 9 this evening. I mean, look at the blocks. 18 for Purdue, just 4 for Michigan State. Serve from Heaney. Duzema trying to find the middle. Set up. Akasha Anderson goes over the back of Long. And they're only down by 1 after the kill.
We see right here just overpowers Zuzana Kulik. And this Purdue team, like we said, is known for coming back in these 5th sets. 2 reverse sweeps on the season where they've won that 5th set.
Courtley. Anderson, far side for Anderson yet again. Akasha Anderson decides to go right forward. Schneider racing it down. The overpass gets to Purdue territory. Right in front of Malaya Long. Sent down by Lulich to tie it up 10 apiece in the Breslin Center. Timeout comes from Michigan State. Kristen Kelsey trying to find a way to get her team back on track. The serve will come in from Heaney. Staniszewska sends it right. Akasha Anderson. Duzema goes aggressive, but the blockers are prepared. Not a moment of hesitation from the front line of Purdue for the 4-0 run.
We've been talking about this Purdue block all night. That was the setter, Taylor Anderson, showing off her defensive skills.
She has been everywhere. Grace Heaney. Long. Duzema. Back row. Success. Gets the kill to end the scoring run. All tied up at 11.
Great job adjusting. Last time she went right into that block. Now she goes over that block and down the line. What a veteran move by Duzema.
Duzema now up to 9 kills. Courtley with the serve. Anderson sets up Lulich. Staniszewska, cross court, off Anderson. Near the coaches. Spartans with the lead after Staniszewska gets kill number 11 of the evening.
And setter Malaya Long had an impressive dig on that one, put that ball high in the middle of the court, and then Michigan State slammed it down.
Long has been active today. Anderson, far side. Gets the kill off the hands of Long, could not handle the heat.
Anderson right here. Last week responsible for 6 of Purdue's 10 final points in the 5th set. She is their go-to in tight situations. One of the most competitive players on this team.
Came over from the Spartans after last season, and now a service ace comes in for the Boilermakers from Julia Kane. They lead 13-12. Spartans getting pushed into a corner again. Can they find a doorway out? Kane sends to the back row. Long setting up Kulig. Too much power from Kulig, and it is match point for Purdue in set number 5. This was Purdue's match to lose all the way up until deep in set number 5. Or will they give them a breath of life? Julia Kane, the junior, set to serve. Long, Duzema, cross court. Did not hit a finger, goes out of bounds, and Purdue manages to avoid the reverse sweep, taking down the Spartans in 5 sets.